Good news, everybody! We've got a trailer for Nancy Drew Midnight in Salem. Finally! It's been over 4 years since the last trailer. I'm glad we finally got a new one. I'm going to watch the trailer bit by bit and let you know my thoughts.
The dark is the unknown. A plane of existence that vibrates just underneath the light.
Just underneath the light. I don't know who the character is that's speaking. I presume it's May E. Paris. I could be wrong about who it is. So we have some shots of a graveyard, and it's no surprise that there's a graveyard in this game, because they had a graveyard as the header image for the Nancy Drew Games Facebook page for over a year now. So first we have the dark sky zooming through the trees and stuff, and then next we have a slow zoom over the graveyard, lots of tombstones here, a bit of a statue, and a red brick building in the background past a gate, and we're going to see more of that in the following shots.
Usually when you least expect it.
When you least expect it. Definitely the exact same area, I would say. It's definitely a graveyard which is enclosed within a gate. I don't know what the brick buildings in the background are. It sort of looks like a college campus, to be honest. I've never been to Salem. Maybe that's what Salem, Massachusetts looks like. So I have a close zoom in on the corner of this area where we have a statue. We have a statue of a woman. She's holding her hand up to the sky. There are 3 candles, and then there are 2 children that are holding on to the woman. Actually, now it sort of looks like it's the cover to a coffin, maybe. One of those really old stone coffin tombs. I'm not sure. We get a close-up on the woman, and whoo, it's spooky. Yeah, it's spooky because it's taken from different angles. Now that was a really cool shot, actually. That is the Hawthorne house, I believe. We have a shot of it today. You know, it's been burned down, it's really not looking so good. And then, boom, flashback of when the house was on fire. And that's actually a really cool shot. I really like it. I think that's pretty neat.
That's why they say, don't be out past midnight in Salem.
Midnight in Salem. Okay, it's kind of cute that she says the name of the game. And this shot, same exact area, right? Definitely some sort of college courtyard, maybe? And there's a statue in the foreground on top of a gray thing, which looks like it could be a tombstone. So I'd say it definitely looks like the same area. We're spending a lot of time on this college campus. I don't know if it's a college campus. I could be wrong about that. The trees are red, so it looks like it's fall. Let's say it's October, maybe. Yeah, let's pretend this game takes place in October. And then we have the clock, and I think this is really cool how we have the clock count down to 10 o'clock, then 11 o'clock, and then midnight in Salem. It's a really neat animation. I'm surprised I like it, because it's just a clock, but it reminds me of Nancy Drew's Secret of the Old Clock, the trailer for that game, where it just slowly ticks down. It's cool.
Do you believe in ghosts?
So that's clearly a different character's voice. I don't know which character it is. I'm guessing it's the woman who does the ghost hunting tour, maybe? A slow zoom down the street. It appears to be exact same area. We've got the red buildings. We've got a street on the left. And on the right, it looks like a graveyard. It's a graveyard. So basically the exact same area. Okay.
Nancy, so glad you're here.
That sounds like Frank Hardy. I believe that's Frank Hardy talking to Nancy while Nancy solves a puzzle. And if you look closely, you'll notice there is a cursor above the block. So this is a puzzle where you're moving a block. You appear to be moving the block along this maze. I'm not quite sure how it works. Like, if you were on the left middle part of the maze, you would be stuck forever and wouldn't be able to escape. Maybe you start the maze in the bottom right-hand corner, and you just have to slide your piece all the way to the hole in the upper left-hand corner. That seems to be the way this maze works. There is some sort of sun design on top of the cube. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4. It's got like 7 lines going out of it in a circular thing. I don't know if that makes a difference or not, but it's kind of cool to see. So a puzzle, and when you solve the puzzle, you get to see a desk. A desk opens, so that's neat. I don't know what's on the right-hand side of the desk. It looks like bars or a bunk bed. So it could be a bunk bed or a jail cell. I'm not sure. They probably don't have puzzle desks right next to jail cells. So I'm going to go with a bunk bed. And next we have a really cool thing.
I don't know how to explain it, but I saw something.
So it has been confirmed that is Nancy Drew's voice. That is the new voice of Nancy Drew. Let me play it again.
I don't know how to explain it, but I saw something.
I like it. I like this so much more than the previous preview, where all she said was, "Join me on my next adventure." That sounds so much more determined to go, "I don't know what I saw, but I saw something." So, we have a shot here of, it looks like an EMP thing, which we saw in Ghosts of Thornton Hall and Shadow at the Water's Edge. It looks like it's just keeping track of the audio sounds. The audio waves seem consistent, but the lights on top do not seem consistent. If you pause towards the very start of this shot, you'll notice there's some ghost stuff there on the left-hand side. I don't know what that is. It looks like some sort of flying ghost. And we have the cursor here too. The cursor is also in this shot, and it appears to be the same area, the same graveyard.
I saw something.
Not much to say there. It's just Nancy running through some trees in the woods. Now, this is a brief shot, but it totally looks like a puzzle. It looks like you're trying to move the wings, so the wings on the right-hand side are the same as the ones on the left. It looks like the player is moving the middle wing, and that brings the second wing up, and the fourth wing goes down. So that looks kind of tricky, but I believe that's a puzzle we've solved before in the Nancy Drew games, right? Where you move one piece, and then two other pieces move at the same time. So it looks like we're moving wings on an angel statue. So you'll notice for the very, very, very first part of this shot, there's a thing in the lower right-hand corner that says select and drag, and it's got a picture of a computer mouse. It zooms in really quickly, so you don't get much time to see it. So you need to click and drag a thing in order to operate this particular puzzle. This looks like Nancy in some sort of basement. I think it's the basement of the ruined house because we've just got fallen debris everywhere. I don't know how she entered through this area. Maybe she entered through somewhere else and this is her exit. You'll notice it's daytime. This is the only part of the trailer which actually takes place during the day. Everywhere else it's nighttime and scary. So this looks like you just solved a puzzle. It looks like a dodecahedron of ill intent. It looks like it would be a complicated three-dimensional puzzle. Most of these pieces look like eight-sided pieces. A couple of them look like four-sided pieces. So either I'm looking at this incorrectly, or we have pieces that are different shapes that you need to put together in order to form this dodecahedron. The wall looks different. It's old. It looks like we're underground, kind of. That's what I would say. And then we have the scary monster. This reminds me of the trailer for Ghosts of Thornton Hall, where Charlotte's ghost just jumps out at you and goes, "Rawr!" So here are some pictures of this scary monster. It looks sort of like a puppet or a statue. I'm gonna go with puppet because statues don't move. It's definitely somebody done in the 1600 style, I would say. That is a new logo, unless I'm mistaken. It's a really cool looking logo. I think they changed Nancy's hair. I like the blue with the words Nancy Drew working with the shine of the flashlight. That's really neat. That's really cool. I'm not sure if we've seen that font for the words Midnight in Salem before. Maybe we've seen it somewhere and I just don't remember. But still, that's a pretty cool looking logo. I like it. Oh, and here's the thing that had everybody angry yesterday, and I was kind of angry too. So the game has been delayed 2 weeks. Now the pre-orders are October 15th. Now granted, 2 weeks is not a huge delay, that's okay, but this is like the fourth time the game has been delayed, and it was announced like 3 hours before the trailer drops? Come on, that's really bad timing, you know? I wish they had announced the minor delays sooner, but then again, there's basically no point in time they could have announced a 2 week delay without getting everybody furious, so I'm glad we at least got this trailer. You know, we at least got something besides a message, which was just, sorry, the game's been delayed. Oh, that would have made me furious. Okay, so that's the trailer for Nancy Drew, Midnight in Salem. What do you guys think? Are you pumped up for this game? I'm told we're going to get another trailer, maybe one featuring the characters. So this will not be the last trailer for the game. Good, good. I kind of want to see more of the characters or more areas besides just this one graveyard, you know?